Okay, hello Dan. This is my comprehensive network strategy by, of course, me. So the introduction is the world we live in today is very technologically based, and the technology changes at a rapid pace daily. Malicious attacks are an outcome of this. Therefore, it is a very smart idea to stay on top of your security in this advanced world. Doing this is important to ensure that your information is secure and safe from attackers. There are many attacks in this world today, including phishing, denial of service attacks, malware, man-in-the-middle attacks, and so many more. It is a great idea to counter these attacks with preventative measures to keep you, your network, and information as safe as possible. So I picked the switch. The switch is a Cisco SG250 26 HP 24 port switch. This switch has plenty of features and capabilities. Here are the features and capabilities. So it has powerful capabilities. In addition to basic management, security, and quality of service, these switches also support capabilities such as multi-spanning tree and power over Ethernet Plus. So with the power over Ethernet Plus, the Cisco SG250 26 HP switch simplifies the deployment of IP telephony, wireless, video surveillance, and other solutions by allowing you to send data power to network endpoints over the single network cable. So it eliminates the need for separate power supplies or outlets. And then it has easy setup and management. So it is browser-based, and it's user-friendly with simple mode and a configuration wizard for common configurations. Its performance is really good, and it's reliable. It's energy efficient, and it comes with a limited lifetime warranty and includes 1 year of technical support and free software fixes for the term of the warranty. So with the energy efficiency, it's a rich energy saving features are embedded across the portfolio, including energy detect, cable length detection, and energy efficient Ethernet. All these provide an eco-friendly and cost-effective solution without compromising performance. So the router I chose was a Cisco RB042, and it's the best in its class. So the features of the router include dual 10/100 megabytes per second fast Ethernet WAN ports for load balancing and/or business continuity. It has a built-in 4-port fast Ethernet switch. It has strong security. It is high capacity, high performance IP security, VPN capabilities. It's browser-based as well. This router has access rules, port forwarding, port triggering, blocking, content filtering, and secure management. It also includes an integrated VPN. This VPN has IPsec, quick VPN, gateway to gateway, client to gateway, PPTP, encryption, authentication, IPsec NAT transversal, VPN pass-through, and advanced VPN.
Great idea.
So with the access rules determine what traffic can go through the router's firewall, and these are the default following access rules. And the access rules are your first means of security defense when someone is trying to access your network. The port forwarding is used to set up public services on a network. When a user makes a request to your network, the router will forward the request to computers that are equipped to handle the request. This function can be used to establish a web server or FTP server via an IP gateway, which is great for your company. When you're putting the IP address in, make sure you use a valid one. If needed, you may need to establish a static IP address in order to properly run an internet server. So this will give you extra security. The important part of this is that your internet users will be able to communicate with the server, but they will not actually be connected to the server, therefore blocking them from accessing the sensitive information on your network. So content filtering. Content filtering is a feature to help protect your company network. So this will make sure that no bad information or content is reaching your PCs. With the content filtering, you can control access to internet content, and you can configure the firewall to log and report attempts for them to access the information. With the content filtering, you can go through and input specific domains and block access to URLs containing specific keywords to protect your network. So it does allow you to tell the day and hour when you want this content filter active. I would just recommend checking it the everyday box so it's always active. Content filtering gives you the power to block social media websites. So in turn, this will also make the work environment more productive. This can be beneficial if you know sites that may have viruses, know sites that will distract employees, and keep the network safe from harmful sites as long as you block them. The gateway-to-gateway VPN, this router is equipped with a VPN, and you can utilize the site-to-site, which is also known as the gateway-to-gateway VPN. When using this, the RVO42 router at one office will connect to the other RVO42 router at the remotely located office. When the routers are connected through the the device, they can access network resources as if they are at the same site. So this will create a VPN tunnel. So for example, if you are at the main office and then you were at a remote office, the users at both sites will have all the network resources. So a VPN tunnel, it uses industry standard encryption and authentication techniques to secure the data that is sent between the two networks. Client to gateway VPN, this one is like really important for your traveling salespeople. This will protect them sending their information over to the people. So the salespeople have to have the VPN client software on their computer. You will need to configure your router with specific IPsec policies required for the IPsec client. For this to be effective, the traveling salespeople will need to install and configure the IPsec client software on the computer. An example of this would be one of your salespeople connects to the internet from either their hotel room or a local coffee shop with Wi-Fi. Their computer has a VPN client software that is configured with the office's VPN settings. They access the VPN client software and connect to the VPN router at the central office. Doing this, they now have a secure connection to the central office's network as if they were physically connected. Quick VPN, if you do not want to go through and set up your VPN, you could also do this. It simplifies the VPN setup, and so the benefits would include the software is free, so it's free, no, you don't have to pay anything. The easy installation and setup, so your employees can easily install the Quick VPN client themselves. And it's also simple management. There's no need to configure the VPN policies on the router. The cons of this would be that you cannot control or customize the settings. It is not a site-to-site solution, and it does not allow the use of network names. So CIA, I would recommend training your employees and going over CIA. So confidentiality, integrity, and availability. Every business starts with their employees. What takes you from being an alright business to a great business will be the type of employees you hire. When hiring, you have to make sure you are not just hiring anyone off the streets. Make sure that the person is trustworthy. Make sure that that your employees keep confidential information, and make sure that your information is always reliable and available. So you have 700 desktops, and with having a large amount of desktops, it is super important for you to keep them secure. You can do so with adding antivirus that will protect the system from malicious attacks and viruses. As talked about earlier, the content filtering will be your best friend with trying to keep these desktops safe. Make sure you utilize the content filtering. It will keep you and your desktop safe from dangerous websites as it is enabled. Also, utilize your access rules. This will determine what networks can go through the firewall, and this is your first means of defense. With having antivirus, content filtering, and access rules, your desktop will be safe. With the quantity of desktop computers your network has, make sure that they all have a login and password, so only authorized users can access them. And then do not have the username and password just lying around. And after you are done using it, the workstation, shut it down. And then while sending the information to the other locations, use gateway-to-gateway VPN so it secure the information being sent. The traveling salespeople, we kind of talked about this already, but they need to have antivirus and a VPN on their laptop. They need to have a login and password to ensure authentication so only authorized users can access information. They need to keep their laptop closed. Do not leave your laptop if it is open. Lock it, shut it down, or bring it with you. We talked about if they're sending information, use client to gateway VPN, which will keep their information secure. And make sure you back up your work just in case you crash to ensure availability. The administrative workstations. The administrative workstations have a lot of information that is classified to the public. The 3 workstations at the headquarters need to be behind locked doors and requires a key card or a PIN pad to grant access to the room. Make sure you have video surveillance in the room, so if someone tries to get in it, and then you will have them on camera. The only people that should be able to access the room are the people you want in the room. These workstations will have the equipped with antivirus. For the 2 traveling administrative workstations, they will need to have antivirus, and they need to work through a VPN. When they're sending information, they will need to use client to gateway VPN to ensure the information is secure. They need to ensure no one can access their computer because they have the valuable information. Make sure they change their email or their passwords regularly so no one can just crack into it, and use email security. So the intranet, to keep your intranet safe, use a PIN or password to prevent unauthorized access to the files. You should also use digital signatures to ensure the person's identity. Make sure you know who is accessing the information. Do not just let anyone access the information. The extranet, you want to make sure that you are not exposing sensitive information. You need to keep the information confidential. Make sure that only the people with authorized access can access the information. Make sure that there is a username or password to access the information or documents. I would recommend you creating a username and password instead of letting the person create one. So this will give you accountability because you will know that it's the person you gave the username and password. For the public accesses, this is really hard to secure. You have to make sure that you keep confidentiality by keeping sensitive information safe. I recommend you using segmentation, network segmentation. So this makes it easier to secure, to enforce security policies. This will help separate the guest from sensitive information and certain confidentiality. You can use port forwarding to help keep your network safe. As talked about earlier, port forwarding will make it where the internet user will be able to communicate with the server, but they will not actually be connected to the server. So this will block them from accessing the sensitive information. And in my conclusion, these are my recommendations to help make sure your business will be secure. With the features and capabilities of both the Cisco RV042 router and the Cisco SG250 26HP switch, your business will be running smoothly and safely. These steps that I've recommended will give you the top level of security for your business. Thank you.